Hello world, hello world. Welcome back to my channel. Call me Biz. My boy, Richard Pryor. This is Freebasing Richard Pryor live on the Sunset Strip. Yo, I seen something that was kind of sad, yo. It was Mike Epps talking about Richard Pryor's funeral. He said none of his friends were there, you know, to give a speech. It's like, it said his kids was there and stuff, but like none of his friends was there. Imagine like living a life, like I feel like that was meaningful, that was so impactful to so many people, and none of your real actual friends, like childhood friends and stuff, you know, show up to your funeral or give a speech or say something about you. That's kind of wild. He said it was like Monique, it was like, you know, kind of like celebrities giving speeches, and I find that weird. But that also happened with Nipsey Hussle too. His family said things, but there was a lot of celebrities, you know, giving speeches and stuff. It's always weird to see that, you know, when these celebrities die, it be people they've known for like, you know, 3 or 4 years instead of like the people from their childhood. It's always interesting. Or maybe they never really had real friends for real, because a lot of people are loners. But anyways, it was just interesting. It was just something I ran across and I was like, oh, that's, you know, it's kind of interesting. But anyways, if you enjoy this content, like the video. If you like the video, leave a comment, subscribe. No more ghost watching. Let's watch.
I was up in Oakland with some old friends. I mean, motherfuckers I know a long time, like, and I have changed as a person inside, right? And there was an old dope dealer. Motherfucker I used to follow him around for dope. And I always paid him, but it was always like on credit or something. And the motherfucker act like I was one of his pets. And I started saying, wait, motherfucker, I paid for the dope. I didn't live at your house and all that shit. I had my own apartment. But he was acting like I was one of his bitches. And then he got real, he got real mad because I fired on his ass. You know, I said, no, motherfucker, I was never like that. And I had my shirt off and I was sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden he says something about, you know, when you signify, a motherfucker get vicious, say, well, what about them burn up rings around your neck, motherfucker? And it hit me because I had never thought of myself like that, you know? Because I said, yeah, I've been burned up. No, it never had hit me like it hit him, you know? I said, yeah, I've been burnt the fuck up. Because most people I meet, I act like I ain't burned up, they do too. Motherfucker, sneak a peek.
That was a big incident, right? The burning up.
What is it? A nice tattoo you have. All over your body. I guess y'all say, fuck all that. How'd you burn up?
I remember hearing about that. His burning accident.
How you burn up in your own house, motherfucker? I know y'all done heard all kind of stories about how I burn up bass and this and ether that, and none of that shit got nothing to do. That's not true. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth tonight.
Yeah.
Okay? You gotta promise not to tell nobody. Can I trust you? You some lying motherfuckers.
I ain't gonna tell nobody else.
All right, now all my friends know this to be true because everybody knows me. Like usually before I go to bed, I have milk and cookies. And one night I had some low-fat milk and some pasteurized, and I mixed them together, and I dipped my cookie in and the shit blew up. I mean, wow. The damnedest thing I've ever heard of in my life. Medical history was made. A lot of people say shit. I think about shit. I say, why do people think? Now listen to me. All the people you ever heard of freebasing, have you ever heard of anybody blowing up? Why me?
You're the chosen
10 million motherfuckers freebase. I gotta blow up. I'm talking about, I started out smoking freebase. It was like, I started out one time. And I should have known something bad was gonna happen. Because I remember the first time I did freebase, I burnt my bed up. I swear, I was sitting on the side of the bed and somebody said, Richard, the bed's on fire. I said, what? The bed's on fire? It's a weird disease. If any of you people out there doing it, I know you ain't gonna believe this, but if you've been doing it longer than 2 weeks, you're a junkie. I'm telling you, and now I'm telling you so you'll know it. And I know you'll tell yourself, I ain't no fucking junkie, nothing hook me. But you cannot stop if you wanted to. You'll go home tonight and say, watch me. You will not be able to. If you got the shit there, you will do it. I'm talking about, I started out smoking, I would have the pipe and sit it down and walk 8 feet away from the man. 2 days later, Jack, I would smoke, I go. One time it looked like I had an appendage on my hand, was a pipe. Because this pipe used to tell me when to go to bed. Pipe would say, time to get up. Time for some smoke, Rich. Come on now, we're not gonna do anything today. Fuck all your appointments. Me and you just gonna hang out in this room together. And I'd get mad and frustrated. People didn't understand me. The pipe say, come on in the room with me. I got you covered. I know how you feel, Rich. I understand. Just light me up, hold me for a couple of days, and we'll talk it over. I'm talking about a year later, Jack. I'm talking about I'm drawn up, fucked up, and out of my mind. But I'm not hooked. And people trying to help me, I say, you're just meddling in my motherfucking business. You just think because I'm having a good, leave me the fuck alone. And I'm smoking my shit. Because my pipe would say, I understand, Rich, they don't know. It's your life. Why? They don't have a right to fuck with you. Where were they when you needed them? Come on in here with me, because I love you. And then the pipe starts saying shit like, you let me get a little low yesterday. I don't like that. Now don't let me get low again or I'm gonna hurt you. You promise, keep me full at all times, okay? Come on, Rich, you can do it. Because I understand. And finally, people, dope dealers, I did it so bad, dope dealers tried not to sell me nothing. Now that's doing it where dope dealers say, man, I ain't gonna give you no more of that shit. I'm sorry, brother, I can't see you do it to yourself. Now that's, dope dealers don't give a fuck about nothing usually, people think. These motherfuckers refuse to sell me cocaine. Say, no, motherfucker, you killing yourself. What? Man, I don't want to see you fuck yourself up. Now, I ain't never heard of dope dealers doing that. I mean, you could sooner get free food in a Chinese restaurant. But these motherfuckers love me, man. They say, no, man, can't you just snort again? And I'd lie and say, okay, I'm gonna snort. Just give me enough for the weekend. I'm gonna snort. How much you want? A kilo. Now, I don't know, I'm a junkie. I weigh about 103.
A kilo for the weekend?
I look like...
Damn.
Ain't been out my room in 8 weeks. Funk is my shadow. Funk be just hanging all over me talking about, hey, don't wash.
Yo, I know the way that he put it is in such a comedic way, and his delivery is just dope. He's just a brilliant comedian, but that's real shit. Like, that's real shit, bro. I know people that's been like addicted to shit like that. Like, and yo, it's real shit, bro. They really go through, like, you know, that same thing. Like you said, I understand, like, that's the only thing they could confide in, and it completely takes over them. And I don't think they know it's happening, bro. It's crazy to see. I remember, I'm not saying I was a drug dealer or nothing, or if I was, it didn't last long. If I was, allegedly, these are not real things. All of this is satire, right? And just imagine seeing somebody, bro, and they literally look like a zombie, and that shit is scary, bro. That shit will make you rethink life. I guess that's why I never really did no hard drugs. I was like, when you see that shit in real life, in person, when they're at that stage, bro, it just make you like just reimagine everything. You feel me? But yeah, damn, that's tough. Didn't he fall asleep? I think the story was like he fell asleep or something like that. I'm not really sure what happened, but I heard it before somewhere. I don't know. I'm not really sure what happened, but that shit, bruh, when that shit get a hold of you, like I was saying, alcohol is the same way, man. I feel like alcohol is kind of worse than freebasing. Here's why it's worse. Because alcohol, people are not gonna like, unless you do something really stupid like get drunk and hit somebody, you feel me? People usually accept it, and you could hide it, really, really well. And another thing with alcohol too, it's legal. It's all over. Like, people see you with a bottle, they're not gonna blink an eye. They're not gonna, that's why it's the worst. And that addiction could last way longer. I don't care what anybody says. I feel like alcohol is the worst drug ever. Here's why. Because alcohol, if you drunk enough, you probably try another drug. You feel me? Like, you know how strong your will is to be like mad drunk, like just blacked out. When you black out, you don't even know what you're doing. Somebody might hand you a lace blunt. Like, I know a homie, that's how he got addicted to, like, you feel me? Somebody handed him a lace blunt while he was drunk as fuck. Like, you see what I'm saying? So it's crazy. And he said another thing I wanted to touch on, the drug dealers not wanting to sell. Yeah, there were drug dealers like that. Like, if you was like, let's say if you was a kid that was dope in basketball, and they'll be like, nah, man, we ain't gonna sell you that shit. Nah, you stay in school. I feel like it started to change in the 2000s, where the young niggas who was just trying to get money, they didn't care about none of that. Like, what? Nigga, I'll sell it to your baby mama while she pregnant. I'll sell it to your baby. Like, then it got like that. But I feel like before, when the community was the community, and people used to try to at least look out for the kids, before it went all out. Like, you see the young niggas right now, how horrible they are. That's because it's all out. The OGs ain't OG no more. They young, they still feel like they youthful. Like, look at all these old dudes, man. These dudes in like their 50s, dressed like kids, talk like kids, walk like kids, still doing dumb shit. I just seen 50 Cent say smoking on Irv. Like, I mean, you 50, son. Like, come on. Not only is you 50 Cent, you actually 50. So, there's disappointing shit like that. You think people grow out of certain things, especially when you're like super rich, but you don't. Anyways, I said all that to say, yeah, man. Damn. Man, rest in peace to Richard Pryor, man. That's tragic, man. That's tragic. My man had a tough life. I seen an interview that he did, and he was talking about his life, man. That shit was just heart-wrenching, man. Damn. And when I watched that interview too, and they showed like little clips of his life, it seemed like, I think he came from like the army or whatever. He came home and then he started to do comedy, and he started to blow up like really, really fast. Like, people caught on to him kind of quick, and it was like the world was like in the palm of his hands. And the drugs, bruh, Took away all the greats. Anyways, y'all let me know how you feel about it in the comment section below. Also, let me know what's next for my boy Richard Pryor, and I got you. And if you made it this far, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like the video if you like the video. Leave a comment. Let me know that you were here. I do appreciate it. And I will see y'all in the next one. And guess what? You better be there. Peace.